Whew. A lot to talk about tonight. A lot to talk about. And I'm on time today. I'll shade of that. All right. Let me sign in. Okay. Oh, that's good. You guys need a couple minutes to come in anyway, so this kind of works out better. Check this out real quick. What's up, everybody? Give me 1 second. Whew. All right. Make sure that's right. What's going on, people? Make sure you thumbs up the video as you come in. Hopefully I wrote this down right. Had to make sure it was me. Well, they had to make sure it was me coming in. Because I like to make sure I can. Man, I saw this video today. In the end, the thing is, it was from World Star. So it was unconfirmed. A lot of what was going on there was unconfirmed. So I couldn't really say too much for real. Because I'm like, all right. But every time I see shit like this, Spirit is like, go ahead and talk about it. I'm like, all right. We gonna talk about it because that video was fucking crazy. And it said somebody had put LSD in the water fountain. I was like, bullshit. Then somebody else said it's a church. I'm like, I don't know no church that got computers in the back like that. So we don't really know what the fuck that video was, but this isn't the first time this happened, supposedly. So, and that's why I had put it for you guys. I'm just putting up my stuff here. So I don't know what the fuck that shit was. And I put it on my Telegram as well because it reminds me of that movie Cell. And then just control paste. Ah, there we go. Y'all can book with me there, and that will be our. So it reminded me of that. There we go. I'll pin that up. What's going on? I think we got some mods now. What's up, mods? If y'all are up in the building today. Yeah, man, some crazy shit going on here in the world right now. And I wasn't even, we were going to talk about this masculine energy exists. So we're going to have to get into that next time. This time, I got to talk about possession once again. That's why it might have to be a damn series, Possessed Planet. Because that's kind of what's going on. It's because of that, you know, that thing. It which must not be named.
Shall not be named.
not on YouTube unless you want to lose your channel. Actually I can put this more like this. So I'm more in my face. So I'm looking at it and I'm like, man, this shit is fucking crazy. I saw that shit. I was like, man, what the fuck? So if you didn't see it, check out the video. I put the link from Instagram on my community tab. The link is there, and you should be able to click on it. Also, what's up, Bella? See, I didn't see it pop up here. Move that over. What's going on, girl? And so possession, I wrote down some notes, not many, because I deal with this so much. And then there's been like little things popping up all week that I was like, you know what? Let me actually talk about it. There's been stuff popping up all week where I'm noticing things. Like obviously, when people be on drugs or are heavily drunk and stuff, there's spirits around. Now, what kind of spirits you inviting in? I might just bring in my higher self. Whatever the fuck everybody else bringing in is their motherfucking business. That's not really my prerogative. I'm like, all right, whatever y'all doing is y'all business. Now, what we have going on now, it's a epidemic of possessions everywhere. And I had noticed today, and I seen this in New York before too, where people get that glazed sort of look. Oh, we're gonna talk more about that video too. That video, and I looked and I tried to find like more of a source on it, but there was nothing popping up, because the top of it says LSD, and then when you read the caption, the dude that I guess whoever, they got it from World Star, so that's already not a good source. So then I went to World Star, I looked for comments, I tried to see if anyone knows the school or anything. I didn't see anything at all. Yeah, it is important info. Thank you for just stopping in. So like I said, hey, what's going on, Infinite Corridors? What's going on? Hollow Vegeta. Hollow Vegeta, now a mod. So we can keep these damn weirdos out when they pop up. They mostly pop up when I do tarot. So, and I got all my cards here and stuff. I did tarot earlier. I checked out. We have some really good collective energies coming in. We have something called noble spirits. The ancients, more of them are coming. And then we also have, with nature, we have spirits, more nature spirits coming online and coming in. So make sure you guys thumbs up the video, share with people that resonate with the info. We are trying to not become a large community. We're really not. I will speak that into existence. I want to manifest just the right people, not all the people. So that's what we're working on. So I've had a lot of these cases, and a lot of my clients that I tend to bring towards me with the work that I do, they tend to actually be more stronger, and they tend to, and then not all. Some of them I work with possession, and I mean, I even had the story I put up. I'm gonna pull up my Facebook. I know we talked about it last time, but you guys, this has been a theme ever since that thing. We're gonna call it that thing. Ever since people been taking that thing, they've been acting weird. And then there's a spiritual smell that comes with that, and it actually smells like chemicals. I'm gonna have to log back in because I reset my laptop today, so all my passwords and shit are gone. But we talked about the article last time anyway, so we don't really need to talk about it this time. And we are still going to do the masculine energy one. I just had 2 clients that day. One of them was very heavy energy work. She took the thing. She took one in a boost. And she was still very spiritually strong. I know someone else that took it that's spiritual. That's a very good friend of mine. And her body and everything's straight, but I think her mind sometimes is ungrounded. So we have that. Like there's little, that was designed, that thing was designed, it was designed to lower your frequency. And I gotta talk about it because other people are not gonna come on and talk about it. They're not going to be honest about it, really. And you're not gonna find stuff like this anywhere because people are scared. We'll use our little code words or whatever. So what's going on with that, what I'm noticing is that, and then I was actually watching a documentary on it, that's on a private platform, and it's called The Real Fauci, and I was watching a documentary on that, and I probably shouldn't even said his name, but you know what, it's just a documentary. It's actually a book. Someone had made a documentary on it. I'm watching it yesterday. So you see how spirit will align you to see certain things, to synthesize and bring all the wisdom, all the information together. And what I noticed was, watching that was only the first part. When you put something in your body, that messes with your DNA. And then it multiplies and replicates itself. That's why, like, if you did have to take it, you had to do a cleanse right away, straight in, straight out. So it doesn't actually attach to the DNA. Otherwise, it's going to take some energy work and stuff. Because I believe in spirit, you know. I believe in a great mother. I believe in the power of source. So I don't operate in fear, and I don't think that if you took it as the end-all, be-all, like you can never get that thing out of your body. I think that you can, and I think that spiritually, when you have a strong soul, you will actually be able to purge that out. But it does lower your frequency a lot, and it's also designed to close the heart chakra. Now, this is all just talking on a spiritual level. I'm not necessarily speaking about what happens on a human level, even though cause and effect, I always believe that things happen with spirit first, and then we get the effect of it here. This is how people learn to move energy. This is why when you do a spell or a ritual or something, it works. And if it doesn't work, if the energy's still there, there might be something blocking the energy from coming back to you. So you send energy out and then you pull energy back. So, and then it comes back typically amplified. So that's how you learn to help yourself using magic. All right. And it's just a lot, man, a lot. I'm kind of grounding myself. So I'm like, man, where do I even start with this? I tried to take some notes, but it's kind of all over the place. So we're just going to flow with spirit today. Another thing that happened, the movie Cell came out in 2016. That's why I had put on, there's only one clip that I found on YouTube, which is weird. They have the actual movie on YouTube if you want to buy it and then just watch it one night or whatever. Or from wherever y'all watch it, y'all do what y'all do. So in that movie, people start kind of losing their mind and going crazy because of, and it's a little couple spoilers, nothing crazy. I'm not going to get too deep into it, just the general, what it's about. People start going crazy based on the frequency of the cell phones, like one day. No, and then one of the comments on there, they basically mention what we're talking about right now. So then I'm like, damn, this is kind of, and it wasn't like a big movie, but I did come across it like last summer. So it was kind of like predictive programming. And it was one of the only, and it's from Stephen King. Stephen King might be an agent for real, because he be having a little bit too much shit that kind of lines up. His should be good, but I'm like, hold up. That goes with this, and this goes with this. And what the fuck is all this shit? So we have that aspect of it too. The aligning with these sort of energies. As a matter of fact, I'm going to give thanks to Spirit. I'm going to give thanks. Wait, I swear I felt getting poked in spirit a year. Oh, so with the spirits, or what you talking about, Bella? Just
The what?
She said, I swear I felt getting poked in spirit a year or so ago, like kind of like nudged in the right direction, or because I don't know what you mean exactly by that, and I don't want to make what you say sound like something that it ain't. So that's what happened with that. And when I watched that movie, then I saw what was going on. A needle. Oh, okay, yeah. When I saw that movie, and then I realized what was going on with, in the world, with all the fear. And see, they use fear to lower your frequency. Being aware and being fearful are two different things. So you could be aware of what's going on and be like, all right, cool, I know what this is, Now I know how I'm going to move. Fear actually will make you freeze. Especially when it's an imagined fear and not a real fear. This is how manipulation happens. You have to understand how the mind works. So it's an imagined fear, not a true fear. If it was a true fear, or if there was really some shit going on, we see people dead in the streets. We don't see weird shit like athletes and shit dropping dead till later. We don't see none of that happening. But why are we seeing it now? You know what I mean? Like, why are we seeing it now when we didn't see none of that happening before? And I was watching clips from the documentary I was watching that's on a platform that's off social media. It's a website. And they're just showing clip after clip after clip after clip. All these so-called healthy people that are just dropping like flies. Just dropping. And when I saw that, I was kind of like, all right. And so I guess Spirit kind of like, I wanted to do a recap on everything in case there was stuff with what was going on that I missed. Now, they wanted to make it a post-COVID world. And I don't believe that it's happening the way that these fake elites and really the spirits that run them, the entities that run them, because it's not them, it's the entities running them. It's not happening the way that they thought it would. I really am. Maybe I'm more of an optimist, you know? But when I look at everything and I see that the frequency is still going up. And then when the frequency goes up, so we have these, right? It's like having different paradigms. So we have different dimensions all existing simultaneously in the same space. So I'm in this space. Now, if I want to be in a higher frequency, I go, okay, let me tune into my heart chakra to love. And let me just do this consistently. Bring the energy up. Radiate. If you can see auras, you probably see what I'm doing right now. And you know what? Since I love all of you, I'm going to bring you with me too. I always get hot when I do this. So when you first start to break, I can feel it right now, you're breaking a barrier into a higher frequency. Just doing it like this, right? I'm breaking a barrier right now. Going into a higher frequency. If you even feel the energy feels more calm, it's a higher frequency. Well, as you break through that barrier, there's some resistance, right? There's going to be some resistance. However, so I'm just going into divine love. Continue to focus on that. And we consider it going up because we actually are not going up, we are expanding. When we break into it, there's more space and a higher frequency. What's up, Justice? So as we go into a higher frequency, we actually create more space for our aura. We lighten up our energy body. Now, when you start to break into a higher frequency, a couple things happen. Anything, your trauma. Do you know anything about her work? But no, I actually don't, Barefoot Sun Gazer. I would love to learn, though. I wish I came on through StreamYard today. I didn't, because I would have had some of you guys come up. I think Kay was in Dean Newt's, so or you know, C. Convid was in Dean Knut's book. Read like 20 of his books. Oh, you read like 20 of his books, just like Stephen King, but less weird as hell. LOL. Yeah, and so what I essentially started to realize, as we raise our frequency, as we go into divine love and bliss, as we start to embody divinity, there's always a little resistance as you're moving up. Also, too, things that were hidden now have to vibrate and come to the, wow, I can see my aura now. Things that were hidden start to vibrate and have to come to the surface. Feels like a weird looking face right there. I'll send that out. That was weird. The noise outside, that's the resistance. But then as you continue to go up, things change. See, arguing and shit, all that, that's the resistance. Because as you raise your frequency, people's wicked energies within them, they start to come out. So there's going to be more arguing. The entities that are possessing those people, they want to hold on to that frequency so bad. They want to hold on to their energetic food. Remember, these are more like parasites. So they want to hold on to that energy really bad. So there'll be more arguing, more fighting. And then I noticed this weird thing too. And I noticed this more in New York. And I'm starting to notice it in the South now too. Thank you, love. I'm starting to notice it in the South too. Yeah, I know. Because that's what they have on them. Yeah, he just played a spirit attachment removal frequency. Watch how fast they get calm. So what ends up happening, so basically what I started noticing too is the zombie thing. Like we're dealing, my bad y'all, it's hot as fuck in here, so if I start sweating is what it is. I don't like the way this AC smells, so I don't use it. I just crack the door. So what I noticed was this zombie thing where it's like you can see that other people are in a program or they're being controlled like puppets, and they're like this and like this, and like weird as fuck. And I'm just kind of like,
I used to see them glitch out.
And they glitch out too sometimes too when you come with a certain frequency or energy, like especially after I meditate or something. If I walk outside, and if I didn't have any tobacco all day, my frequency is really naturally high. So like I'll have tobacco or have some coffee or something, or even eat just to like ground, because my frequency naturally and my aura is naturally like really big. People will sort of almost get hypnotized also by you. And I think that's when you start to peek in, or people start to connect with your soul. And what it's like they're trying to get saved. So they're looking at you and they're like, and also too, one thing I noticed in different states, this has happened to me. You ever seen someone just kind of walk up to you and then they shake their head because they don't know why they just walked up to you? That happened to me the other night. He was inside the store and I'm waiting outside because he just ran in real quick and was coming right back out. Some Spanish dude had to walk into the store, I guess, to get gas. So I'm go away.
Say we working.
So some Spanish dude had to get gas or something, and he literally walked up right behind me, and I saw him coming, but I left him. Hey, yo, we busy right now.
Busy, we working.
Life. So he went and like walked up to me, but like was right behind me, and like stopped and like shook his head like, yo, what the fuck am I doing? So also too, some of you have a natural magnetism. It's a gift and a curse. I would have never, and then I didn't want to clap. I would have never been haughty. I'm using fucking SAT words at this bitch. Or egotistical enough to be like, oh, I'm magnetic. But I am magnetic. And it's because I operate a lot in feminine energy. So when you have magnetism, and a lot of you, when you become more in tune with yourself and in alignment, you actually become more magnetic naturally. So people are naturally like drawn to your energy. Now, one of my homeboys said this and it helped me out when I was like, yo, why the fuck are all these weird ass, low vibrational, like fucked up, like have nothing in common with me ass people? Why are they trying to talk to me, attracted to me? Yeah, only just recently recognizing my magnetism. Yeah, and it took me a minute because you're not egotistical. You love people. You want to help. You know, you're naturally an empath. And then you realize that you can't help everybody. People have to want help, you know? So then that makes you slow down a little bit with it. It was a little boy.
I don't know.
Sometimes, you know, these people be toe up and they be hitting the wrong door. So basically with that, I asked one of my friends about it and he's like, well, check this out. He's like, the light attracts everything. So then that's when it comes to the point where we have to actually protect our energy. So the first way to protect your energy. Oh, Uncle Hank. I've been hella playing with magnets. Fucking right. Uncle Hank knows what he's doing with the magnets, bruh. Well, wait till I got me a bag. I'm spending all my money with him. Shit. I'm getting me some of them devices because he's cold with the devices. He is cold with it. And I have a couple of devices and ideas that I want to actually create myself. And once I get settled in somewhere, I'll be doing that. So what happens is we have a form, or we are magnetic beings. So we bring in everything. So then got some shit. Tinder helped me recognize that famous as fuck. Ow. Let me find out. Yeah, you really will just be doing some shit yourself. And then by yourself, you doing your own thing, and the motherfuckers just want to come around, ask you questions. I have people ask me all kinds of questions. And I'm like, why are you asking me?
What is it? What up? Say we working, son.
The light attracts everything, like I said. We getting some
Gonna come out later.
we getting some real life examples right now. Look at this. I can't make this shit up. Every time I come on YouTube, man, we the Soul family, we must be hella magnetic. So that's basically what I learned, and then from there I started to learn how to like protect my energy. So the first thing that you can do to protect your energy is to say no. No, you have to set boundaries, and that's on the human level. You start protecting your energy by simply by saying no. And I remember even when I was a child, there was a spirit that used to, let me mix this up a little bit. There was a spirit when I was a little kid that I used to talk to all the time. And it was a man in a black suit, and it looked like Slender Man, but I don't think it was, but it might have been, I don't know. But it was a man in a black suit that was tall, with like a not a top hat, but like a hat on. Not a cap. It was like, I don't know, like almost like a fedora or something like that. But he had like a hat on. Okay, I had to smell it. I was like, well, which one is the one? I mix this with water. So I remember that I talked to the spirit all the time. Everything was cool. And then one day the spirit got weird and started trying to demand shit out of me. And I'm like 6 years old. And I looked at it and I said, leave right now. Never come back. That spirit never came back. So as a child, sometimes we will operate in more authority than we will as an adult because of programming. Oh, you're supposed to be nice. Hey, everybody in the building, make sure you thumbs up the video. Hit that Cash App, leave a donation. But anyone up in here, make sure you thumbs up the video, share with people that will resonate with this, information. So, like, when I saw that video with all them people today, I was like, man, and then I'm connecting it with the movie Cell. And I'm like, man, this is really possession once again. And it's like I keep getting led to see all this possession stuff, and I guess it's because I go so hard, and I'm probably one of the only people that realizes that possession starts first with your thoughts. So like those thoughts that you think are yours, we talked about this last time, those thoughts that you think are yours are not yours, right? Reminds me of the mafia looking dude from my reoccurring nightmares as a kid. Yeah, he did kind of look like that, I'm not gonna lie. But he was very nice to me. I guess, I don't know. I guess I knew my power or something, or I don't know. But he was very nice to me. Until one day he was trying to like command me to do some shit. I looked at him. I said, man, get the fuck out my face. Never come back. And then once I yelled at him and told him, leave, never come back, he never came back. So they're like these false spirits, or they're false spirits. There are also a lot of parasitic spirits. And we have to be aware of the parasitic spirits because a lot of times those are the ones that really pop up and try to take advantage of our energy. A lot of that stuff happening. Possession happens first through the mind. Some of you have also had a false, I talked about this on my live on Facebook earlier, a false higher self. I've seen it with clients, a false higher self. I've been doing my business about 3 years, but I've been doing this forever. um, so a false higher self, and because that spirit or that entity was with you or connected with your crown when you were just a little baby, you think that's you. And the only reason why I can tell the difference is because I know how that person feels, and I connect more with the heart. So your higher self should feel like you, just a different version of you. But the heart, the core, the soul always feels the same. Everybody has a certain feel to them. Like you, like your mom doesn't feel like one of your friends. They have a different feel. Even if they switch bodies, you're going to look and be like, "Okay, this feels like my mom. And this feels like my friend. What the fuck happened to you two? Is this some Freaky Friday shit? Like, what the fuck going on? Who done got switched out? What's going on here?" You know what I mean? So that's kind of what happens with that energy, is that sometimes energies will put a false higher self. And then when I do soul retrievals, I notice that sometimes on your way in, you come in like that Black is King video Beyonce did. You come in, and I did a breakdown of that. That was so fucking stressful. It's on my YouTube page somewhere. I will break down more music videos and more pop culture stuff if you guys want it. I'm really good at decoding, but it's just very spiritually strenuous because the energy of it is so bad. It's like really bad energy. And I typically will pre-record the video so I can add the slides in so you can get the images of it. Like that old ass movie Metropolis, I broke that shit down. I have a whole fucking lecture set up. I just never put it out. So what basically happens is you come in like a shooting star because you have to break through the firmament to get here. There's a waters above and waters below. There is a firmament. There's always going to be one. It'll just be a lighter frequency. So we have to break through that to get here. So we have to come through a very high frequency energy like lightning or plasma. Yeah, I'm just talking about, okay, he said, I don't care a fuck about the rich motherfuckers. Okay. It's not so much about the money for me. It was more about like, spirit will lead me to do something and I just do it. But I understand where you're coming from for real. He said, man, fuck dumb shit. I got shadow work to do. Fuck you mean. I get you. I get it. And so what ends up happening is we have to break through like that. Now, there are these little nasty entities that from time to time, if they just happen to not be cleared out or they've been in a space in a while and another spirit didn't come in, like another soul being that's on the earth didn't go in and do the energy work to clear them out, they'll try and trick you into getting a piece of your soul fragment. And I talked about this also on my Facebook Live today. And Brother Yosef also spoke about this. I learned about this from Brother Yosef. There are, in hell realms, there's markets. So in these markets, there is it's like a marketplace, and they actually will have all kinds of things in bottles. They'll have fragments of souls and stuff in bottles. So when someone sells their soul, they're giving a fragment, typically of the inner child, because they want the purest aspect of the soul. The inner child is that purest aspect, and it'll be like in these little bottles and stuff, and they actually will sell it. They'll sell it. They'll trade them off back and forth and stuff like that. And so what happens is when the person comes in and see me, what I'll do is I'll go in and I'll break the contract. I burn them. I burn the contract up because it was a false contract. So the contracts be long as fuck too. I mean, like 2 mile long fucking big ass, long ass contracts, all kinds of stipulations and shit. That was a false contract. You weren't supposed to. They really going? No, they're not going at Brother Yosef. Oh, well, we could talk about that later if you want. They scared bringing up 2-year-old videos. No, I'm talking about how he was talking about it in one of his videos, and I actually spiritually saw everything he was talking about. I said, oh shit, this shit is real. And so then I actually did a consultation with him because I wanted to learn more about the hell realms before I went into them. Because I went into them like a day or two after that. But I wanted to make sure I knew what I was getting into. Thank you, sweetie, for the donation. I appreciate you. I would love to be one of them and turn this whole game. One of who? One of these rich motherfuckers? Girl, don't be one of them. You're rich in spirit. If you have to sell a portion of your soul, you're fucked up, bro. So Hollow Vegeta, qualify what you're saying. Hell is cold. He's not lying. Hell is very cold. Baby, can you grab me some tissue paper? I gotta wipe my face. I'm so fucking hot right now. Hell is cold. And typically when I go into any realm, I kind of shut off feeling temperature so that it's just like neutral. But he's not lying, because you will get cold as fuck being there. Oh, look at this delivery service. Thank you, my love. My bad, y'all. Can you do the code? Yeah, I can do General Hospital. That was the easy one. Sandman showed Hell Cold AZ2. Yeah, I heard Sandman was really good too. See, that's what I'm saying. There's stuff like that I could do more of a breakdown on and really go into. But I actually been wanting to watch Sandman, and I'm glad you mentioned it, because that reminds me, I got some psychic research I gotta do on there too. My bad, y'all. I'm really hot. I'm taking like 2 showers a day. Our room gets really hot, but all this spiritual energy, he stays cold. I be hot as hell.
I'd be like, that's one.
Yeah, you be good. I'm like, yo, I'm hot as fuck right now. So basically, there's markets. When your soul comes in, sometimes they'll take it. So when I did a, this was like maybe 2, almost 3 years ago now. I did a soul retrieval for a client. And Alchemy of Souls Netflix. Okay, I'm gonna have to screenshot some of this when I get off. And thank you, Valerie, for being here too. I'm gonna check it out. The Soap TV had a lot to do with predictive programming when it comes to what we're going through with the what they call medical tyranny now. And I don't want to say too much of stuff like that, because they'll take the fucking video down, and I just ain't here for that. Like, we can start a Patreon. I have a Patreon. I really don't use it. But if you guys want some really exclusive shit, I'll start the Patreon, and then and I'll make it cheap too. I'll make it like $4, $5 a month, $3, some shit like that. I'll make it cheap just so we can all go to, a place where we can talk freely and I can get way deeper. Because there's a lot of shit that I be sorting through, and I can't always say everything I want to say on here, even though I try my best. So basically, when I did a soul retrieval for a client, part of their inner child was in one of those bottles. And I had to break the bottle, burn the soul contracts, and I had to fuck up the entities too. Typically, they're parasitic, or what the Gnostics would call archons. Those are just parasitic entities. Honestly, with vampires, they don't bother me as much. I feel like vampires, most of them have a code. And like, if you know someone's a vampire, they will typically kind of work with you, and they don't go so hard to steal all your energy. They'll even like give you days to rest. Like, if you're in a relationship with a vampire, I feel like vampires are actually a lot nicer. And then there's a different aspect and a different take on vampires if you want to watch the Vampires in Heaven lecture from Bobby Hemmitt, because we do call it energetic vampirism. However, I feel like for people who are real vampires, I've met real vampires, I feel like they actually have more of a code, and they don't just take from whomever. And there are psi or psychic vampires as well. Also, you got werewolves and all kinds of other shit going on out here too, like a dogman, werewolves, all kinds of shit. All kinds of real ass shit happening out here. And we're only scratching the surface. And a lot of times we start to not tune into those realities. By the way, I saw centaurs today in the spirit realm. We were walking to the store, we walked back. And since we're more in the country now, I looked around and I'm like, oh, there's centaurs all over here. And there's a lot of pan entities out here too. They're so fucking cute. And there's a lot of those really fun, dark entities from No, there are real werewolves. It's not an issue. I mean, it's people really have that DNA. That's a real thing. They have documented cases of it too, where a person starts to shift into a werewolf. So that, I mean, that honestly, Firehorse he doesn't have a fucking YouTube. I wish he did. I keep telling him to make a YouTube. He's got the down low on that. I learned a lot of shit from Firehorse, who's on, he a lot of times is on the Galactic Talk with Taino. I've been on there like 2 or 3 times. Firehorse is on there, and he did another one too. I forgot the channel, but he goes in on he's got the fucking paperwork and everything on that. On real, yes, real, there are real werewolves. Some of us have Firehorse does need to do YouTube. See how my teeth are like this, like sharp? This one here. I have werewolf DNA. And I'm hairy as fuck too. I always gotta shave my legs and shit. This, especially this here, this is werewolf DNA. These sharp ass teeth. And I can bite through some shit. Don't play with me. I'll bite your fucking ear off like Mike Tyson out this bitch. But so that's something that's in my lineage. Am I gonna transform into a werewolf? More likely than not, no. Because I also have mermaid DNA. I also have like a whole bunch of different shit that I noticed over time, and I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, he said my daughter teeth like that canine's hella prominent. Yeah, when I noticed this and I noticed that other people's theirs were more flat, I was like, and I love steak and I like my steak medium rare. I won't eat it all the time though. But I had some the other night and baby, I fucked it up. I fucked that steak up, did I not? I was eating that bitch with my hands and just I was fucking that bitch up. It was good as fuck. And also for me, if I don't need a lot of protein, but if I don't have like, did that just move by itself? You saw that? It did move by itself, right?
Welcome to my world again.
Yeah, the fucking one of these spirits walked through. We had a loaf of bread up here and it just moved by itself. I'm like, okay. Well, thank you for being here, guys. I'm glad you're enjoying the conversation too. Spirits, send somebody to leave me a CashApp donation. How about that? tell them book a reading. I said, what the fuck? Yo, y'all gonna know this is my girl, Alyssa. She's passed on now, drug overdose. We were really into ghosts and weird shit, and her mom was a Wiccan. She was a Wiccan. Her dad was like an old school hippie. And we were one time at her father's house because she went to visit her dad on the weekends, and I'm real close to the family. So I came with her. You know, we were best friends growing up. And her dad starts telling ghost stories, right? All of a sudden, me, her, and her dad look, and on his bookshelf, it was one of those ones that's low to the floor. And it was the second shelf on the bookshelf. The book starts getting pulled out really slow. And then just, drops to the floor. And it's a book about ghosts. It's a Ghost in the Paranormal or something like that on the title. And we all looked at each other like, oh shit. We were like, oh shit. But then we're all fucking into spiritual shit. So we all start fucking laughing. Like we thought it was so fucking funny. Yeah, we was all just laughing. Her dad's like, all right, I'm going to roll up a blunt. Fuck this shit. We was like, okay, we're going to go for a walk outside and shit. Like, because, you know, if you're spiritual and you're used to spirits being around, I had to get used to it. I didn't have a choice. I could see him and nobody else could see him. So I had to get used to these motherfuckers doing their thing around me. You start to just get used to it, you know? You just get used to spirits being around. Also, because I used to get sleep paralysis. I don't get it no more. It's seeming like it's been trying to make a resurgence. And that means some spirits have been trying to take advantage of me in my sleep. So I put meditation music on. And I'll do the violet flame. Or I'll do the crystalline flame or the gold flame, some other shit y'all ain't know about. And I'll just imagine that around my body as I fall asleep. And that keeps me protected. So that, or you can call on your ancestors, if you know, the ones you trust. You can bring them in when you're going to sleep, and that'll help to alleviate. Bella, if you're still on, use the violet flame on your heart chakra. You got some stuff you got to heal. And also, too, Vegeta, your donation is going to go towards Bella's session because we do want to help her with a possession that she was dealing with and that she's starting to get rid of now because we did some healing on it and we want to do a little bit more. So anybody else that wants to donate, your donations are going to go towards Bella's session. All right? Crystalline flame, fucking right. Very, very high frequency. It's beautiful too. It's all these multi-dimensional colors and stuff. So if anybody's here, you're welcome, love, and wants to leave a donation, I think we only have to do another 25. Because if he left 10, one of the viewers left 10. So we only need 25 now because we needed 35 to go. I discounted her session all the way to $50, and typically something like that would be like 160 or 120 or something like that. Like I like to I don't like to overcharge people, especially when they need help. I like to keep it low. So we just need another $25 and Bella gets her session and we can fucking get this shit off of her all the way. We can do the energy work for that. Also too, another thing that causes possession, and I gotta talk about this because some of my clients did this and I was looking at them like, you are crazy as hell. My bad, y'all, hold up. I gotta wipe my nose. Stop playing with demons. If you don't understand them, please stop. Just stop. I can play with demons because with demons, same with angels. I knew we would hit it quick. Thank you guys. No problem. You're so family. I told you I've been trying to get the donations up so that we can. I have to put some posts up on my other social media too, so we can get her the help she needs. I want to help her, and it has to be an equal exchange of energy. I'm not rich yet, y'all. I'm getting there. I promise. I know I look rich. I know I'm dripping gold. I'm trying to see it in a physical though. So we got to work together to help each other. So I did my part by greatly discounting the session. You guys do your part by donating and making sure that she can get the session. And I think that that'll work. And I'll do this for other clients as well too. Your left ear's ringing. Nice. Yeah, you might gotta leave a little donation on that Cash App. Let's help Bella. Let's get Bella right. Don't tell me your birthday is 11/11/11. Is Metatron and Duke AIM? So I've been trying to connect. No, I'm saying it's okay to connect. You have to, with demons, same with angels, you have to kind of tell them what to do because you're older than them typically. And it's not commanding, but you have to give them instructions. Listen, I could be like, Archangel Michael, I want this, that, and a third. And I have called on him and asked him for something, but I didn't tell him how I wanted it done. So he's just doing all this chaotic ass shit. I'm having all these fucking tower moments and shit. Why? Because my stupid ass called on Archangel Michael and he don't know no better. He knows how to work things from the spiritual realm. So he's doing his thing and it's coming out chaotic. Demons do the same thing, and demons like to fucking play more. They'll get off, they get off task easy. So if you're gonna, I had a legion of demons, and I used to make those motherfuckers meditate. All right, come on, my demons, let's go. We're going to meditate now, because demons, what y'all don't understand about demons is they are just a lower form of humans, and some of them are more powerful than humans. So in the body. So with demons, you have to sort of work with them, and just like how you would talk to a person. If you're gonna sit with a millionaire, you have to ask them certain questions so that you know exactly what you need to do for yourself. If you ask them the wrong questions, you're not gonna get the right answers, right? So if I want to know how to build this business the way that they built their business or understand certain secrets, I have to ask the right questions. So it's like that in the spiritual realm. You have to say the right things. You can't, and all this invoking and letting them take you over. Don't let those motherfuckers take you over. I channeled a demon one time. One of my motherfuckers on Facebook was slick, and they got them a little $15 mediumship on the live. They were like, can you channel this demon? I brought the demon through. But I felt that motherfucker trying to pull some energy on its way. Hold on. Whoops. On its way out. You better believe I fucked that motherfucker up on its way out. Same way, it's like dealing with a child or something. You better tell these motherfuckers what to do. And stop letting them scare you and run you just because you're in a body and just because you don't have all your gifts yet. You have blockages based on not healing. You haven't been healing. That's really what healing is. You want all these fucking gifts. You want powers. You want to be able to see spirits and talk to nature and do all this fly shit. Heal. Heal. That's all I tell people. Just heal. It's right there for you. Just like how I showed you how you meditate and you can raise the frequency. We went through the resistance, right? But now what? It's quiet. Come on, y'all. I told you, as you raise your frequency, there's always a little resistance. What happened? People outside start arguing, niggas start knocking on the door, all kinds of weird ass shit. I'm just saying, here, babe, take over for a second because I gotta pee. I'm gonna let Babe take over. You know he be. I'll let him take over. My co-host.
Right now, cause the black man.
A black man is gone.
Because us melanin folk are.
Not melanin folk.
But yeah, what's up? Alright, so my name Kofi. If y'all didn't know or forgot.
Whatever happened to Indigenous Poppy?
Indigenous Poppy, look, get out my head. But yeah, what's up with y'all? So 11, that's one of my favorite numbers too.
And my birthday 1/11, and his birthday 11/11.
Well, my birthday October 8, but I really got 11 locks.
But then yours is on a portal day, October 8th. Wait, is that 8/8? No, it's 10/8. My bad.
Anyway, yeah, I'm a psychic too, but anyway, yeah. Just on here, you know, just checking out the scene and all that. So yeah, like you said earlier, like, you know, like when the vibrations and everything start to raise up a little bit more, people break out knocking on doors and shit and like trying to call
Arguing.
you. Like you the exterminator.
Trying to fuck with you.
So, but it's cool though. I'll be chilling. But yeah. She coming back.
Yeah, just a second. I'm wiping down my face, it's so hot.
Yeah, it's hot in here, but like she said earlier, you know, some people out here dead deists, so I am one. Hi.
I am one. Hi.
So, you know, sometimes like the dead deists, the dead guys or whatever, goddesses like to work the demons, because all they doing is like just waiting on us to make that demand, that call, whatever. So, yeah, just work on y'all meditation and y'all shadow work. Don't be out here shadow boxing with yourself, against yourself, because you're going to be out here confused. So.
Alrighty, I'm back. Thank you, baby. You're such a great co-host. Isn't my husband a good co-host? I think he's a good co-host. Lord. One thing that he said too, and because of what his nature is, that's why I said, damn, I feel like I'm motherfucking Persephone and he's Haiti sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
That's why even when it's hot up in here, he's cold. Or he'd be like regular. I'm like, man. Because he got that energy.
Yeah, really from Louisiana.
Okay, somebody just hit me up, but it was 4 minutes ago. I'm going to have to put the charger on soon, but... Because we're on about, let me double check, 20%?
I'll sit next to you and do it.
Yeah, we're on like 18. Oh, we're all right. We'll be okay.
Just put both of them together.
Where? In mine? Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. All right, we're almost there for Bella, though. I'm happy about that. And, you know, I used to go by Isabel, which is my middle name. So, I is my spiritual name. Edna is my first name. Y'all better not tell nobody, goddammit. Just because I just be talking shit. I just be talking a hell of a lot. I really don't care if people know my damn full name. Edna Isabel Montero. Sure don't give a fuck.
I don't need it.
This man was listening to Dr. Umar earlier talking about, let me see what's going to be the next meme. I was cracking the fuck up. I was like, I know he did not. He was like, I'm just trying to see what the next meme going to be. I cracked up. So with the demons or angels, you have to tell them what to do. Remember, too, some of these spirits have never been in a human realm.
Right.
And these are real spirits, not the parasites and the shit that possesses you. Demons can possess you, too. And they like to play. They like to make you... your ancestors can possess you. If I'm eating for my ancestors, I'll eat a big ass meal and will still be hungry after. But it's like, because I didn't eat, my ancestors eat. He sure is still out there. I know Hollow Vegeta, LOL. All the LOLs. He was giving a message to Kanye. Kanye, my brother. I was like, oh, here he goes. Here he goes. But remember they caught him with the snow bunny. He talking about leave them snow bunnies alone. I'm like, oh boy, here we go with the bullshit. Here we go. I was cracking the fuck up. So I've had clients before that they start. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not ashamed of my name. I just got my spiritual name from the Great Mother. She channeled it to me, so that's what I use now. But no, I got a real fucking name. I'm not scared to use it. These motherfuckers be going by all set to Hootie, 754, 1,000, and a million and some weird ass shit. I don't give a fuck about that shit for real. It's to the third power plus 3 plus 4. Like what?
I'm just cool for you. That's it.
Keeping it real fucking simple around here.
That's cool for you. That's it.
And also something that Azizio Bey, rest in power, talked about. He talked about your possessions possessing you. Look who came on. I know that's not my girl right there. What's going on, sis? Look at you up late night. We got a session tomorrow. She up in here laughing. So we also have you can get possessed by your ancestors. A lot of times in African traditional religions, the spirit will ride the person. It'll come through with energy or messages. You know what I mean? So not every possession is actually bad. But you have to know what you're doing. Like I get possessed by my higher self. My higher self will come through. Y'all seen the Great Mother come through me and start cussing people out?
My higher self come through. I just shut up. I'm like...
And I'm like, man, she ain't mad right now. Right now she busy doing something. So I'm like, oh, okay. Earlier today, can I be a little extra or no?
About what?
You know.
Which one?
No, earlier today.
Yeah, everything happened every day.
Well, I'm saying, earlier today.
Alright, go ahead.
Okay, so we was making love. I'm just gonna have Aquarius Bruja come back because she was fucking it up. I love when she comes back. We was making love and shit, and my primordial aspect came through. I let her ass go. But see, the thing is, so when you're a channel, you're actually being possessed, but it doesn't have to be a full possession. What'll happen is, when you're a channel, first thing, I qualify to spirits. Bitch, I'm feeling all up in, out. I'm feeling all your fucking energy because I want to know exactly who the fuck you are for you to touch my energy. Period. Oh, 10-10 wins. Asheo. 10-10. Look at that. Good luck. New cycles. So I qualify the fuck out of energies. And I didn't start just channeling. I actually started with automatic writing because I wanted to know who I was. So I looked, and I had wrote down, so what's the oldest part of my DNA? I was automatic writing. I tuned in with my ancestors. A-I-Z-O. And you can even do it. If you're left-handed, do it with your right. If you're right-handed, do it with your left. So I wrote down Aizo, A-I-Z-O. And I looked that up, and it's like an old fucking tribe. I think probably near Congo, Africa, or something like that, or West Africa, or some shit. That might be where these damn cheekbones come from, these high motherfucking cheekbones. I had channeled that, and I said, oh, okay. But that's only part of who I am. Like, I'm one of these people that has so many different DNAs mixed in, And, like, a lot of us are those kinds of people. Mm-hmm. And we have to honor all of... I got, the European shit, I kind of killed that shit out of my body. I released it. Anything that was a colonizer, so it's not all the European DNA because I still fuck with runes and shit like that. But any colonizer DNA, I cleared it out of my body so I wouldn't be schizo and shit and going against a fake side and a real side.
I think, well, matter of fact, I had channeled one part of Africa where I'm from.
Tanzania?
Yeah.
Oh, that makes you more sexier. Come here, boy.
But that on my birthday, like.
Yeah. So let me see what Hala Vegeta said. Bruh, Banty was teaching on Lilith the other day. You know what's crazy? I feel like a male incarnation. That's possible.
I channel Medusa.
He has a female aspect, and it's Medusa. And I think Medusa came through this morning too when I was on top. Because my primordial self is riding him, and I feel Medusa coming through him. And then I wanted to whisper Medusa in his damn ear. Baby, spirituality is fucking weird. I can't wait till my Tantra course drops. It's dropping November 27th. It's some crazy shit. And this is actually, besides you, Hala Vegeta, this is the first male that I've ever met that has actually brought in a female aspect of himself.
Cause like she said she channeled both of my aspects out of town before she moved to my city.
I sure did. Sure did. I channeled Medusa through myself. That's how I knew her so well. And then Medusa to me feels like my little sister or like my friend or something. Like I've known her a long time. The Gorgons are also a race of beings. So those Gorgons, because remember, it wasn't just Medusa, it was three sisters. Now, we're going to talk about three sisters. We're going to talk about what Bobby Hemmitt and his psychics channeled. Because it wasn't him that channeled it. He just brought the information to the people. It was sisters that channeled it. Tinctia, Tiasia, and Sheola. Right? And then you mix up, I think you mix up light and brown liquor for them. I don't know the exact mix. I gotta get it from the videos. And then they help heal. They're actually healers. And they're really powerful spirits. But it's always like threes. Charmed. Why are you think in the show Charmed they had the spirits come through in threes? I could talk about spirits all day. I really could. Look, we talking about possession, the positive, the negative aspects of it. It started off with that weird ass video where all them people was possessed. What the fuck? What happened? Oh. Yeah. I could taste it on you. You want to taste me, Stacy? No, let me stop. Yeah, I do. And I actually had oh baby, we mixed dark and light like 2 days ago. We was out here. Well, we wasn't tripping. We was out here channeling, just the two of us. Yeah, we mixed the dark and light. You know, we bring the spirits in.
I do it like a few times.
So I want to write a book. I got time. Girl, go ahead and do that. I got a couple books that I wrote that are not finished yet. I have one on energetic alchemy that I got to finish. So it was Stacy said, check this out. Last year when I was in New Orleans, every Sunday at Congo Square in Louis Armstrong Park, they do a drumming circle. One day I had went to one of the drumming circles and I'm watching, I'm dancing a little bit. Like I'm really just peeping the scene, you know? After I start talking to one of these Africans. Then the old man that was in charge of the drumming circle, him and homeboy was both from the Congo. He's in charge of the drumming circle. He looks at me, he goes, what are you? The old man with the staff that was in charge of the drumming circle, right? Real spiritual brother. I say, I'm Cuban and Puerto Rican. He go, oh, you are Congo. I was like, I'm Congo? He go, yes. I go, okay. And invited me to his house for dinner. Girl, I learned how to eat with my hands. I had an African dinner. It was good as fuck, too. That old man could cook.
I should have got his number because he said he was going to give me a drum.
Oh, he would have. He has a whole bunch of them at his house.
Yeah, I was with him one day.
I didn't even know you met him.
They
Yeah.
playing one of Baron songs or whatever.
Stop.
And I was like, this is not how y'all call that man up, but we really appreciate it.
Well, he was doing it based on the tradition.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as long as the love is there, it's worth it.
Just looking at me the whole time.
But yeah, so I actually...
And I was like, okay, y'all, chill out.
No, I drink. We professional drunks at times.
I was drumming with them, then I kept stopping, and I was like, oh, they really showing.
See, the thing is, it's not what you do, it's how you do it.
It's really how you
Like, I'm going to drink right now. I just mix it with water. And I use it in order to bring in spiritual energy. There is nothing taking over my aura right now. It's me. I use it to bring in more of myself and to call in ancestors and have protection over what we're doing here. It's not what you use, it's how you use what you use. A lot of people be doing this shit wrong because they just want to be fucked up and forget life. No, bitch, I'm trying to get more in tune with life. You got me fucked up.
And some of them just still going off of the old rules. And I'm like,
yeah. And that is also programming. What the fuck?
I know y'all complete different music, right?
Yeah, it's all programming. And that programming is a form of mind control. I've been looking into a lot of MK Ultra lately too. Who? Should I do a lecture on that?
I think.
You wanna know? You wanna know a secret? Dang.
So I'm about to break it.
Your bells in the school. Remember the bells they had to switch classes? You remember those, right? That is a form of mind control. Because when Rockefeller instituted the school system, they wanted workers that would listen to the bells. She said, facts, professional drinker. For real, I bring in the spirits. But I mean, I had a couple times I blacked out.
I ain't blacked out. That's my black
But
on a bike.
I got better. Yes, please. Okay, we'll do an MK Ultra. I've studied MK Ultra a lot. Because I've almost been kidnapped. Pablo's dog. I gotta check that out. Holla Vegeta, because I don't even know what the hell you talking about. So I have almost been kidnapped 4 to 5 times about in my hometown. I have seen vans and cars parked near the house for a week straight with blacked out windows. I knew they was listening. I have seen aircraft that they say doesn't exist pop up right at the tippy top of the trees, going mad slow. And I'm sitting outside looking like nobody, and it'll be when no one's around but me.
Nah, they always catch me. They try to catch me.
And we had an Air Force school. Nobody really knew what the fuck went on there near the nature preserve in my town. It's a small town. Glen Cove, New York. Check it out. There is an Air Force school there. And I'm sitting outside one day. I went outside, smoke a cigarette because I couldn't smoke inside. You know, I do what I want now, bitch. I'm grown. Yeah, son. Fuck this grown shit, though. I'll go back to that shit. I'll go back to that shit in a motherfucker. Bitch, you pay my bills. I'm good. Fuck this dumbass grown up shit. So I'm looking and I'm like, man, what the fuck? And I had suppressed memories also from being abducted as well. And I talked about that. I hate my kids' school uniform. They trying to make clones. You better believe it. So, you know, I had so many fucking suppressed memories through meditation just come out. And through meditation and through meeting other spiritual people and certain people that you meet, they trigger your memories. Being grown is whack as fuck. I love that Hollow Vegeta got the wrench, though. He always be here, so I did give him a wrench. So if y'all gonna be here all the time, there was a sister that wanted a wrench. If she's in here, please comment so I can give you your wrench, too. A plane goes directly over my house every week. It takes forever to head out. Yup, they be watching. And we saw a drone here the other day. Man, I freaked the fuck out. Everybody was outside looking at this drone. Man, I opened the door and I looked, and the drone moved directly towards me. And I looked at that bitch. I said, oh, hell no. Bitch, I closed the door. I've had a helicopter in Tennessee with my ex-boyfriend. This my husband saw. Don't get it fucked up. He was a channeler as well. So I'm channeling Sophia, and he's channeling Yeshua, Christ, Sophia. We're channeling those big-ass energies, right? One day. And a black helicopter comes in front the window and is just sitting there. And I look and I said, fuck y'all, I'm tired of y'all following me everywhere. Fuck y'all. Blah. And then he looked at me and he started laughing. I said, why are you laughing? He said, our frequency is too high. They can't see you. I said, I don't give a fuck. I'm still going to curse their ass out. Curse your ass out from a higher realm, bitch. Because with the government. And then I spoke to a man on Bourbon. You was there that night. And I told him the story. And I asked him a question. I said, does the government have devices that can pick up on frequency? Yeah. And he wouldn't say nothing. He wouldn't say yes or no. But he kind of just looked at me and was like, how do you know that?
That's an easy question.
But I got my confirmation from somebody that did black ops outside. So, yeah, they absolutely do. And I got my confirmation from someone that does black ops. Because he was bragging about doing black ops and shit. So I had to ask him some questions. Oh, and they lied to his stupid ass. They said the jab that will not be named. The jab that will not be named. They were telling military veterans and shit that it only affect white people.
Wow.
And not black people.
And then we saw the effect in Atlanta this year.
And he said that he took it. And I was like, oh, Lord. Hey, boo, what's going on? ASIC 9. Peace to you, family. Look, y'all hit that Cash App, man. Y'all make sure a bitch not outside tomorrow. Because when I'm out in nature doing spiritual work, they come up. Yeah, yes. Everywhere I go, they spray. When I went to Oregon, look, I went to a lot of different states, and then I noticed the same shit kept happening everywhere I went. I went to Oregon, and what happens is they can't pick up on me for about a week, or maybe they got to re-coordinate or some shit when I move around. They never sprayed, and it was mostly white area. Oh, it was all a white area, except for the boyfriend I had at the time and his grandmama and me. We was the only people that was colored, you know? And that week, the end of the first week, I started noticing spraying. They never sprayed before. Then I started talking to these people around that area. And I noticed that they're all on pharmaceuticals, and none of us are. I was like, damn, son, how weak does your body have to be? Y'all see how bright my eyes are right now? This shit has been freaking me out all day. All this meditation I've been doing been making my eyes like really bright. Like my eyes are like lights. Freaking me the fuck out all week.
I'll be doing walking meditations, so.
Yeah, they try to spray over. What you can do though is clear the energy. I think they just tired of my ass. Because everywhere I go, I end up fucking let's see, then we got the shit from the government. Oh, white vans. Anybody notices white cars and white vans or black ones? Sometimes it'd be white, black, or red they use. I haven't seen too much blue. But a lot of times a white van or a white car follow you around. Or you'll see a whole bunch of them. One time I was outside. I don't know what the hell made me go outside, but it was about 4 o'clock in the morning. I wanted some air. This is when I was living in New Orleans. I wanted some air. I walk outside to the backyard. I look, and there's a man with a white van out. He's standing outside his van, and he's pointing his cell phone at me. Bitch, I started doing this mudra. And that's heart speak, or light language, or I call it heart speak. Fuck a light language, bitch. It comes from the heart. Light language, all the mind. I deal with the heart. Got me fucked up. I'm not about to get caught up in the mind and forget my heart. That's where my soul comes from. So I start doing this. This mudra means power. So it's been inverted by the fake elites. It actually means power, though. So they do this, but then don't want you to do it. Fuck you. Fuck you. We're going to bring it right back. And then this, too, is grounding. So you can bring your hands together like this or like this. Look at that. Spirals. I never even noticed that before because I never did it on camera. This right here with Jesus and Tahuti. They have pictures of Tahuti and pictures of Jesus doing this, or Christ doing this. This means truth. And I noticed that when I was very much in my Christ energy, Christ consciousness, I would always talk and I would end up doing this. And I'd be like, yes, because, and I was bringing it's truth. It's divine truth. So these motherfuckers try to steal everything. Man, fuck them. We're not letting them steal our symbols no more. Fuck them people. And fuck these, man, I don't want to say fuck these Christians, but fuck these Christians too. The fake ass ones that I fuck with Christian mystics. I could deal with that because they actually do the research and they actually go into the wisdom. When I was Christian and I was prophesizing and giving people wisdom the same way I do with y'all right now, I was a prophetess in the church. Now I'm a motherfucking heretic. Why? I was giving people messages in church that came true. I give people messages now that come true. So I'm just kind of like, how the fuck I go from a prophetess to a heretic when I'm doing the same thing? I'm still connected in with God's source or God energy or frequency. Absolutely bless those Christians though. That's what I'm saying. I started in the church. I don't go against the church like that. I just don't like the religious programming because I learned a lot. When you see these spiritualists that have to go back to Christianity, it's because they need to learn discernment. So even that video I did on Pretty Boss 2 years ago now, that shit's still getting views. That shit is at like, I don't know, maybe 2-3K views now. It's probably way more than that because that video got so many views. I'm not monetized. I don't give a fuck. But if I was monetized, I would have made some bread off that. That's why I said, y'all on here, hit the like button, share. That's more important than anything. You really love, You really want to hold the bitch down? Leave a donation. I don't give a fuck if it's $2. Leave a donation. Yeah. Oh, you were there for that video I did? Yeah, people love that one. And that was a Facebook Live. And Spirit told me upload it and put it on YouTube. So I did that. Like, I downloaded it from Facebook, uploaded it to YouTube. I was like, man, shit crazy. Let me see where my phone is at, because I kind of want to stay on with y'all. All right, y'all. We're thugging on 3%. Let me get the wire. Woo, I think we had to do this shit last time, where I had to get the wire and prop y'all up on some cars. With the Christianity, what the fuck is this bullshit? I was on my own live. They done did some bullshit. Clicked on some random shit I ain't click on. My shit is, man, it's a good live tonight. I love my Sunday streams. That's why I think we'll start doing more lives on Sundays for everyone. I think that that's important. And I'm just loving how the energy is moving. And I'm able to get back into my own energy because I'm not getting attacked as much. So I can help you guys more, which is cool. And I'm planning on staying in this frequency so that I can help more, you know? Did it? Hold on, let me see if it worked. Okay, good. All right, great. My phone's on the wire. It's charging. I'm going to try and do this. I don't know. We're going to just try and make this shit work. If I might have to bust it this way. Let me see if it worked this way. Girl, it's technically Monday here too. Oh no, it's not. It's only 10:30. Wow, it's early. I thought it was later. Oh, that's good though, because I wanted to go for a walk with B tonight, so that'll work out pretty good. I thought it was way later. It's still Sunday here, my baby. But I do like doing these lives with y'all. It's fun. And I think we all learn something from these, so I try to stick with them. My bad. I gotta put a gang of tarot cards here. I gotta plug up the phone. Like, we gotta make it do what it do. That shit really do want to fall right now. I'm not gonna lie. Shit acting kind of like a hoe right now. Come on now. If you're gonna act like a hoe, act like a good hoe. There we go. Thank you, Spirit. I'm gonna get some crystals. It's a little crooked, but it'll work. It's a little crooked, a little heavy for my books, but it'll work. It'll work. It sure will work. Whew, Lord. All right. Where are we at next with it? Because we went through a lot of stuff tonight. We went through a lot of energies and everything. Absolutely. Absolutely. And this is why possession, and just getting back to the topic, you know we're going to go everywhere with it. But this is why, speaking about possession, well, I'm on with you, I still have to clear. Isn't that crazy? I get on the live, I still have to clear. This is why talking about this is such an important topic, and I keep getting pulled back to talking about it. I think this is my third live that I've done on possession. And not just that, but all these spiritual experiences that we've had. The kidnapping, let's get back to that. So one time I almost got kidnapped. And so there was a little baseball field here, right? Over here is a fire station. There was trees back in the day. It's not there no more. This white man, I see him because I'm walking up towards the projects. My cousin lived in the projects in the same apartment we moved out of. So now I'm living more in the suburbs, but it's a small town. I could walk there in like 20 minutes or so, right? So I'm walking to my cousin's house and shit. I started noticing somebody looking at me weird, some white dude in a car. So I turned around and cut through where the baseball field is, because I was like, all right, it's going to take him some work to have to bust that U-turn and do this and that in his car. And that white man pulled up on me, man. He fucking creeper. Then one time there was one of them white vans that them Spanish people be in. You know, for work, like them white vans, but the back is big or whatever. Like they got ladders and shit on the side and all kinds of shit inside, almost like a moving van. You know, the smaller ones though. One day I leave from school. I had to break out though, because my cousin was one of the motherfucking security guards. She had a little truck. So I had to like peep where she was at, because I wasn't supposed to leave, but my house was really close and I wanted to go home to get lunch. I ain't want school lunch. I leave, motherfucking Mexicans pop up. 2 of them in one of them trucks. Yeah, I'm good. I had a fucking thankfully their backyard didn't have a gate. I had to run to somebody's backyard. Some random motherfucker. I noticed wasn't no cars there. I said, okay, they probably at work. But it was very open. So I ran in someone's backyard, hid behind a tree. One of them little small ferns. But I hid and then I ducked down so that they couldn't see me. Because they saw me and I saw them follow me. So I cut off to a side street off the main road. I ran and I saw somebody's house. And I saw they ain't had a fence or nothing. So I ran behind the house. And just behind this little fern, this little tree. And I ducked down. I waited like 15 minutes. I said, all right. It looked like they might have went a different way to leave. Come out, I look both ways. I see the car coming back. So I ran back. Had to hide again. Then when I saw their truck pass by, then I walked to the house and walked back. You know, got my lunch and shit from home. And then I walked back to the school. I don't even remember what grade I was in. Maybe 10th grade. I think I was about 10th grade. The other time, my peoples that I grew up with, they start riding by. Andala and them. So Andala, her sons, we grew up together, right? And they in the car, and I said, yo, there's a white man following me. The first story I was telling y'all about. They said, get in the car, get in the car. So I get in the back seat. And I said, all right, I'm going to duck down, throw your jackets over me. So they threw like jackets, blankets, whatever they had in the car. They threw it over me. So I'm ducking down, and they got all that stuff on top of me so the man can't see me. And then after, you know, we hit that spot where he was parked behind the fire department. I said, yo, what happened? They said, yo, he was looking all in the car. He was trying to figure out where you was. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Another time I almost got abducted out this bitch. I was walking home from my cousin's house in the projects. So I'm walking home from my cousin's house. I hit A block. Y'all wouldn't know what this means, but, you know, hometown shit. So there were some, you could still do Section 8 and stuff in some of these areas. And some of these people always been there. Like, them is my peoples there. That's why I didn't worry about walking by, because I grew up with these people. If they selling drugs or fussing or whatever, don't matter. I grew up there. I know all these people. Like, I literally been in diapers with these motherfuckers. So I wasn't tripping on it. I'm walking by. Ain't nobody outside. It's like a Sunday night, Monday night or something like that. No, matter of fact, it had to be a Monday, Tuesday. No, it was a Monday night because it was a school night. And during the day, I couldn't go out. Like, I couldn't hang out with my friends after school because I had to come home and take care of my little brothers and cook and clean and stuff like that. So my dad, when he would get off work, it was a little late, especially in New York. You know, it would be like 6 o'clock. It's already dark. My dad would be like, okay, yeah, you can go to your cousin's house for like a couple hours and come back. So I go, all right, cool. I went to my cousin's house. I stayed there like 2 hours. I started walking back. One of the brothers from the hood tried to pick me up, but he was an old head. And I'm like, ooh, you a fucking creeper. So I said, nah, I'm good. I'll walk. Red car starts, I'm walking up the hill now. I'm almost home. Red car start following me right after A block. Red car start following me. I'm like, fuck. I said, all right, I'm going to walk slow. I'm going to see what's going to happen. A black car pull up in front of them, like went around them, cut them off. Dude opens up the door. He goes, you one of the Cruzes, right? On my mom's side, a lot of my family are the Cruz family. You one of the Cruzes, right? And we all look similar. I go, yeah. Get in the car. Get in the car right now. I'm like, I got some weirdos following me and a weirdo trying to help me. Right? So I'm like, it's weirdo on weirdo shit right now. What I'm going to do? I said, fuck it. I'm going to get in the car. So I got in the car with the dude with the black car. Turned out he one of my kin or one of the people that's related to my kin. But I had my handle on the door the whole time. Like, because I knew, yo, if you got to jump out of the car, you tuck and roll. I learned that shit way back in the day. You ever got to jump out of the car because somebody's tripping? Tuck and roll. Don't worry about nothing else. Just tuck and roll, bitch. You're gonna be all right. So I kept my hand on the door handle, and he didn't lock the doors or nothing. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna be straight right now. And the other car, it turns out he was actually in front of that red car. He had cut them off. I mean, they had cut him off. And then, he's telling me in the car, like, yo, I was ahead of them. They cut me off and then started slow rolling behind you. And then I saw your face and I knew, yeah, tuck and roll. Yo, you learned that shit in the hood. Anybody abduct you, bitch? Put your hand on that motherfucking door handle, bitch, and tuck and roll. We learned that shit in the hood. Tuck and roll, bitch. I heard that shit since I was a kid. This is New York shit, yo. So y'all might not know what the fuck I'm talking about, but this is shit we really talk about up there. So I get in a car. He talking to me the way home. It's only like a 1 minute, not even drive, because I was really close to my house. And Spirit had him, one of my distant family members and shit, actually saved my life. So when I say I've been almost like fucking kidnapped many times, I fucking have. It's fucking weird. And so, like, looking back, now that might not have been the shadow government. That might have actually been entities on these people that were trying to get me in a bad situation. But you see, when you're a good person, people think being a good person has no benefits. Yeah, it's going to be hard. What it say in the Bible? When your eyes are opened, you will be troubled. You will. However, there are benefits to it because you are spreading love, divine love. So you're always going to be protected. How the fuck I almost got kidnapped? That's 3 times. There's 2 more I'm not thinking of right now. I'm going to let you know when I remember. I've always been protected. And I somehow always make it. Like, I might not got all the money, but how I'm not outside right now? I'm telling you, I'm in a hotel room. I'm paying $400+ a week. I'm living day by day. I don't want to spend that money, bitch. I want to save it. Look, as my phone falls. Bitch, I'm trying to save that shit. I'm not trying to spend that shit at all. But Spirit always makes sure that when you are a sage, I would call myself I just call myself a spiritual guide. But when you're a sage and when you're in tune with Spirit, you're always protected. See, and that's the thing that people don't realize is that you're always protected. You are. You are. You are. And I've had to, and then to trust Spirit is hard. To live a corporate life and a regular job and to be in a spirituality, oh, that's fun. It's fun. Because it keeps you in a lower frequency. I haven't had a fucking job in years, bitch. I haven't had a regular job in years. Do you know how hard it is to maintain a spiritual business? I wouldn't even call this shit a business. I wouldn't even call this shit a hustle. I don't know what the fuck to call it. A spiritual lifestyle. It's not easy. It's hard. It tests you. Spirit will put you down to your last cent and then be like, do you trust me? Spirit will put you down to nothing and then be like, do you trust me? And you have to go inside yourself and say, yes, I do. That's called faith. I live day by day, bitch. Faith. Soon I won't have to. I've been tested so much. I know I'm not going to have to. But this is faith. This is having trust in Spirit. I've done so much crazy shit. You came close to a tuck and roll. That's what I'm talking about. People don't know about the tuck and roll. Bitch, tuck and roll. Bitch, tuck and roll. That's some real shit. That's why I said maybe that's some up north shit. I don't know if they talked about it in the South, but you better believe it. Those were conversations. They were like, yo, you ever get kidnapped? Keep your hand on the door. As soon as you can go, tuck and roll. It don't matter how fast the car going. Just jump out. You gonna be all right? They tell you. Because fuck if your arms get fucked up. Protect your face and your head. You tuck and you roll. Tuck and roll, bitch. Better believe it. That's some real shit. And that's why I said, y'all hit that Cash App. Y'all make sure bitch good. Help those who help you. Or get a session. I would like that better. And I got specials too. I'm going to have some new specials coming out more likely than not tonight. Chi-Town tuck and roll back in my days. Girl, my father's from Chicago. I hear you. My father, my father from around that way. So I understand. Yeah, they said tuck and roll. I said, maybe it's some up north shit, but that's what they told us in the hood. You ever get kidnapped? Tuck and roll. You won't be all right. Also, too, motherfuckers was not outside on their bicycles and shit. I don't know what the fuck this new generation do, bitch. I was outside on my bicycle, rolling around, checking shit out. And then also, too, even though we was in the suburbs and it was more of a city vibe, we also had woods and had nature preserves and shit that was free you could go to. I was up in that bitch every day. That's why I have more of an organic spirit or more of an organic way of expressing myself, because I stayed in tune with nature. Nature will get you right. That's why I said there's some of them dark entities at night. They're fun. They like to wrestle and fight and shit. Bitch, you'll be out there in the motherfucking woods wrestling with these motherfucking spirits for fun. They look scary, but they're really not. They just want to play. Also, the dark fae. The dark fae are very protective. Just so y'all know about that too. The dark fae, they seem scary at first. And I had one that I got rid of. A masculine one, because I got pissed off because he tried to touch me without my permission, so I banished his ass. And then they sent me a female one right after. But yeah, when you're around nature, you have more protection. That's why also they try to keep everybody that's melanated in cities. They try to keep us in a box and away from nature, so we get possessed by inorganic spirits. Inorganic spirits. So remember that. Like, you melanated, you got a soul. Whether you melanated or not, because there's a lot of white people now with souls too. And so I don't really, they're not the colonizers no more. Their ancestors might have done that, but a lot of them making amends and doing the spiritual work to heal that shit. We got to recognize that shit and stop fucking going to fuck off on people. Bitch, I don't want reparations. I got a soul. That's good enough for me. You keep your fucking reparations, bitch. It said in the Bible, let Caesar have his coin. What Jesus said, let Caesar have his coin. What the fuck y'all tripping for? What do we do with this money? Let Caesar have what belongs to Caesar, bitch. Let that motherfucker have his coin. Fuck him. And y'all trying to hold on to that shit. I'm gonna hold on to these $5. Bitch, you better go to the liquor store and spit something 4 ways for your ancestors and put that bottle on your altar. Fuck you doing? Real shit. Real spiritual shit. Not no fake shit around here. There's no judgment, so I can talk about all this because I don't have judgment. I keep it funky with y'all. That's why I could talk the way I talk. But if I tried to be love and light family, I just took a hit of crack, but I am here. Peace and love and joy and crack. Bitch, I don't do crack. I never in my life. One of these motherfuckers tried to get me to smoke that shit one time. I was like, I'm good, bro. I don't do hard drugs. I'm straight. You got me fucked up. That's why I said, you got to do it. And I had people smoke crack in front of me. Two of my sisters smoked crack in front of me. I didn't judge them, but they both went off the deep end. And one of them's arrested now. And the other one, I don't know where the fuck she at. So it is what it is. People let their ego and thinking that they are the end all be all of the reality when Dolo says this a lot. Teamwork makes the dream work. He went lying. I don't agree with everything he said, but he was right. Teamwork makes the dream work. It's everybody working together that makes this shit work. So love and light and meth pipes. Love and light and meth pipes. Bitch, I'm about to make a meme. Love and light and meth pipes. I hope they don't take this video down. Listen, YouTube, this is satire. I'm just being funny. That's how they be, though. Love and light and meth pipes. And then when I come online and talk to you, man, tell these people. Listen, if they're not admitting to their habits, they don't have to say it straight up because they might get arrested for that shit. Yeah, you need to, get yourself. I got 2 people on my page that sell shrooms. That's hood. And I got another sister that sells edibles that I grew up with that's hood too. If you don't fucking message me, that's what I'm saying. Like, they don't tell you the truth. These people like to look good online. I be looking bad. Today I got dressed a little bit for y'all. Like, you know, I put my hair back in a ponytail. I got dressed. Nah, you good, sis. And it's okay if you do that. But just say that you do that. Don't lie. Just say that shit. Because you know what? Those drugs sometimes will bring in a higher frequency. But you have to be a higher frequency being. What they said in the 70s. Look, this is also dealing with possession. Believe it or not. Don't let the drugs do you. Remember, baby, they said that in the 70s. All the old heads say that shit. They say do the drugs unless the drugs do you. People be letting the drugs do them. Shit, I let the liquor do me a couple times. Bitch, I was fucked up out here looking stupid as hell. Had to apologize and text people the next day. I'm sorry. My bad. Do the drugs. Don't let the drugs do you. Exactly. I'm sorry. My bad. I didn't mean to fuck you. Like crazy shit. Like wild shit, bro. I'm embarrassed about that shit, I swear. Nah, you're okay, sis. Embarrassed about that shit. But I haven't done that shit no more because I learned balance. I'm gonna give the balance to my Libra. 1111, Ashe, make a wish. 11 views right now, 11 likes. Ashe, oh, make a wish. Make a wish, family. I'm going to give y'all a second to do that. Especially you, Hala Vegeta, since that's your birthday. That's a sign for you, my love. I'm 111. Ha! I'm going into my 33rd year, bitch. I'm going into Christ energy. You better fucking believe it. All right, that's enough. It went to 10. It's now 10:11. All right. Yeah, I had to give y'all a little second. Make y'all wishes. But, basically... Yeah, happy birthday to the homeboy. Mine not coming till 111. I can't wait. But I'm going to say happy birthday to him now. Happy birthday. And that's kind of how all this shit works. And we'll do another live on possession. We can go deeper with it into the more positive and negative aspects of it. We're going to demystify and we went everywhere with this conversation today. Also, hit the fucking Cash App. I only saw one person. If you motherfuckers don't hit the Cash App or book a session, email me to Aya, AIIYAH .awakens@gmail.com. If you need a deal, you know, your money looking funny, make sure that you email me so I can give you a deal. I don't know you need a deal. If you don't say something so I can help your ass out. I'm going to get off, though. I love you guys. Peace.